Still have that little piece right there.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is James and Jessica here at the store Scavenger, and we are excited to be back on live.
Hi, everybody. I decided to join y'all today.
So Jessica's here with me. The kids are asleep, which is part of why we're doing this so late. Yes, it's my hair. My hair looks great. Thank you so much. No,
I know
it
better
wasn't me.
My hair was like all over the place like this. It looked like I had just woken up. I was like, let me kind of put it together. There's still this little piece right here.
You have a black screen. Can y'all see me now? That was weird. I'm on the screen on my end, but I'm in StreamYard, so I can't see what y'all see.
Not now.
Okay.
Hi, Talbert's mom.
Hi, Talbert's mom, Susan Stricker.
Mary.
Let's go through and say hi to everybody. Let's go all the way back up. So we got Susan Stricker in the house. Hello, Miss Susan. Thank you for coming.
Susan.
Talbert's mom. Thank you. I appreciate you coming back. Thank you so much. Michigan lady. Hello.
Hi.
We met her over at Donna's. Mary Brown. Hello. Thank you for coming today. I hope you're doing well. And hi there, Kimmers.
Hi, Kimmers. How are you doing?
I hope y'all didn't cut it short just because I was going live. I appreciate it, but
cut what short?
They were on live earlier, and I was over there chatting with them until it was time for my premiere.
Okay.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi,
I hope
Angela.
You're doing well. And Marie. Hello, Marie.
Hi, Marie.
I hope y'all are doing good. Hello, Justin. Justin's Marie's husband.
Oh, I haven't yet to meet Justin. I've only talked to Marie.
So.
Hi, guys. How's everyone going?
Hope everybody's doing great. We're excited. We've been getting back to work. I have a ton of work. It's been 105 plus almost every day since the end of June. And we just, there was a hurricane that hit South Texas, which didn't come this far inland, but we have been getting a lot of rain out of it.
Yeah.
But it's raining and then it's getting hot, and so it's humid. So we're getting the high heat and the humidity both. So it's been really, really crazy.
But the mornings have been kind of decent.
Mornings, yeah, it's kind of cool in the morning. I try to get up
usual.
Early in the morning, get over to the storage, get most of my work done early in the day, and then come back and work in the house in the afternoon when it's really, really hot out. Because it's just standing in that storage unit is, I was saying this over at Cha Cha's live earlier, but standing in that storage unit is like standing in an oven.
We are in between Austin and San Antonio.
Yeah, we're in Lockhart, Texas. Lockhart is nestled in between San Antonio and Austin, kind of a little bit to the east, just off of the main way. So we're about 30 miles south of Austin and about 45 miles north of San Antonio.
What's a hit the thumbs up, please mean? Like this?
Not you. She's telling other people. It's on YouTube.
I'm still learning all this stuff.
She's telling the other people in my chat to
like the video. You were the Cajun reseller. Lucky. It's been hot out there.
Thank you, Talbert's mom.
The Junking. Hi, Junking Data Girl.
Indoor units. Oh, yeah. Several of my units. The one downside I had to the indoor units that I cleaned out.
I can't see myself.
Well, I know because I got the chat window popped out from the thing.
Oh, okay.
Because there's
maybe it's better.
YouTube functions I can't do. Can y'all see me though? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just a window.
I'm still learning all this stuff, guys. So laugh at my expense. I mean,
she is technically. Let me put it this way: Donna is better at technology than this woman is.
It's true. Give me an app and I'll
we're watching. Y'all are watching me on y'all's channel. Oh, that's sweet, Cha Cha. Thank you so much.
Oh, I saw Cha Cha the other day.
Yeah, that's the Junking Data Girl.
Yeah, my husband's not too happy right now at me. I spent a little too much money the other day at the.
Well, okay, we both bid on lots.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, because we on our big screen TV, we streamed the entire Christmas in July auction. So literally all 36 hours, our TV was going on that auction. When they changed channels, we changed channels, and
it was
we
so hard not to.
We were lucky we didn't blow more money than what we did, honestly, because there was more lots we wanted.
If I had the money, I would have spent about $1,000 easily.
I don't find this stove technically challenged. I do most of the cooking. I actually went to culinary school.
Technically challenged. He does do cooking sometimes.
No, she says you tell him you are technically challenged and you find the stove too technically challenging.
Oh yeah, I do that. He does this.
She does, because we have a technical stove now. We got a stove that's got all these buttons and stuff, and I have to go set it.
Hey, I made some eggs this morning.
Yeah, but go set the timer.
I didn't set the timer on that one.
I said go set the timer.
Oh, our oven sings to us. It goes.
Yes, we have a singing oven. It plays songs when the timer goes
High music
off.
55. Thought you'd find that kind of funny.
I actually went to culinary school for a couple of years, so I do a lot of the cooking. I know how to use the oven.
I don't know about that sometimes. He made a horrible dish the other day, guys.
I never made it through culinary school. I said I went to culinary school.
Oh, it was the grossest stuff I've ever had.
Some of my dishes are hits. Sometimes they're misses. Gross. Sometimes I'm just making stuff up as I go, and it doesn't always work out.
Yeah, let me tell you. So we have hamburger mac, but it's not. We make it from like macaroni and cheese, and then we just put hamburger in it. We don't use hamburger helper or anything like that, but we do use Kraft macaroni and cheese. So he got some and he decided to make some, and I don't know what spice he put in there, but it was a lot and it tasted gross. And then he told me, I said, what did you put in here? And then he said, I also put taco seasoning in there to kind of tone out the spice. It was really gross.
Yeah, I think that's what got me sick. I didn't know
washer and dryer could play music, and it was gross. And I think it got my husband sick because the next day he was throwing up and he couldn't leave the bathroom. Not even for 5 seconds.
Yeah. So, but I do a lot of cooking. I like cooking. I like cooking, but I found that I like cooking for the family. I don't like cooking on mass for hundreds of people, and I don't like the professional cooking and all that.
You want to know what he cooks really well? Barbecue.
Yeah,
hands down.
People talk about Lockhart, Texas barbecue.
This is better.
The best barbecue in Lockhart, Texas, in my backyard. We don't eat out barbecue. I do make good barbecue whenever I have the time.
That's right, I am. I'm cook it
because, like, when I make barbecue, though, it takes like 2 days or a whole day.
Yeah,
so
he makes some really good barbecue. I'd invite y'all, but we've got the whole COVID thing going on right now, so.
Yeah. She does that all the time.
Hey, if you had to taste some of his food, the way it came out, you'd know what I'm talking about. I mean, even my youngest one wouldn't eat it. He kind of got hold of it and started throwing it on the floor. And he eats everything.
Yep. So, but things have been kind of hectic around here for months.
Yeah.
But tomorrow. See, the way my posting schedule, because I've been redoing my posting schedule since I'm coming back, and technically I'm supposed to be doing a video on my schedule on Friday. And this is why I'm doing a live. I'm going to be doing lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm still working it out. One of those is going to be an auction, and one of those is just going to be a live Hangout chat. But my Friday video tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing because tomorrow is our daughter's birthday. She is turning 7. And
do you want me to show them what she got?
Oh, no, because it's gonna be a pain to get it in here.
I know. Yeah,
she got a bouquet of balloons. My parents sent her a bouquet of balloons today.
Here, the bouquet of balloons would have gone perfect in celebration of Emily. It would have.
But because with all the challenges we've had with her, for those of you that are new to our channel, our daughter has a very rare brain malformation called holoprosencephaly, and she is a very high care special needs. We were told she wouldn't survive birth. We were told she would never leave the hospital, and she's turning 7 tomorrow. So after all the, struggles that we went through having her, and 9 months of every doctor we talked to telling us to terminate the pregnancy, and that there was no way she could survive. Now she's 7 years old and she's thriving as well as she can. She still has a lot of challenges. She has a lot of therapies, a lot of doctor's appointments. She's non-mobile, non-verbal. She gets nursing care 7 days a week. But oh, Susan,
I don't agree with that, Susan, but I'm sure you're very responsible.
I don't have any auctions for you to bid on. You don't have to have a wrench to bid on my channel. So taking around your wrench won't stop you from bidding on my auctions.
We don't take wrenches off, I don't think.
Oh, I will if they get caught abusing them, but I haven't seen anybody abusing one yet.
Oh yes, pie, cake, and what? Is that pie, cake, and
That's
celebration?
Cake.
Oh,
that's a piece of cake,
okay.
a cake, a piece of cake, a whole cake.
Yes, we're gonna have cake.
Yes, we're gonna have lots of cake.
See, Talbert's mom. I agree with you. She is. So
it's okay, Susan, because I have been found to be not responsible enough to have a wrench on some channels myself, and I'm okay with it. That's part of what I was saying. Sometimes we just have to love people, even if it's loving them from a distance, and respect people's choice to be the way they are, even if we don't like the way they are.
I get what you're saying, Susan. That can be true.
But some people do. I disagree with how some channels that I like handle wrenches. But that's the choice that they make, and I'm not going to tell them how to run their channel. On my channel, people kind of have to earn their wrenches. There's very few people on my channel that have wrenches, and those few people have earned that right through, just the way they carry themselves on other channels as well as on my own channel. And, if they abuse that privilege, they will lose it and they will not get it back. To me, I think having a wrench on a channel is a privilege, not a right, and not something that people should assume that they just automatically get.
I understand, Susan.
Hi, Buying Space.
Hi, Buying Space. And Music 55,
Thank you for
that recipe
joining us.
looks really good. Look, they said celery soup, 1 can of French green beans, and small pasta, 1 teaspoon of gravy, master, and cheese. That actually sounds kind of, except the milk.
Can of soup with milk.
Yeah, I don't know. That threw me off. I don't like milk, so you lost me at the can of milk.
We did that for a while because our accounts were getting copied. Yeah, some people's accounts have been copied. And it's hard to tell whether they're copy accounts or not. Just use water instead of the milk. Fixed. Problem solved. Move on.
Oh, about the soup. Oh, okay. I will do.
So.
Okay. Got sidetracked. Now, what were you saying?
I don't even remember. We were talking about Emily. So Emily was born with this very rare brain malformation. She was very spastic, and that's part of why I went to work for myself and got out of working in the prison. But for those of you that are new here, I worked for 6 years before I quit and started reselling full time. I was working at a minimum security prison. I worked myself up from a correctional officer up to being a shift lieutenant. But I hated that job. I absolutely hated going to work. I had to force myself to go to work every day.
Yeah, look what it did to my beautiful husband. It aged him.
It aged me. Both. I used to be young and beautiful. I think marriage had to do with that, but she says it was a job, so I'm going to agree with her so I don't get beat up. She might punch me in the eye again if you go back and watch my video from December.
You in the freaking eye, not once. It's not my fault that you got whatever you did and it shut up. Oh, that happened again this year, didn't it? Wasn't it you that? Oh, he got pink eye, and then Emily got pink eye. And no, I did not sock him in the eye.
Yeah, That's her story, and we'll stick him with it.
Shut up.
That's what we got to do.
Shut up. One of these days, I'm going to sport a black eye and see how. But anyway,
part of the reason why we decided I needed to go to work full time is because Emily needs a lot of care, and she's got a lot of doctor's appointments, which requires having to take off a lot of time and take off her to go doctor's appointments, hospital stays. I mean, Jessica, for those of y'all that were around, part of the reason we disappeared, Jessica went in the hospital. She got out of the hospital, and within a week, Emily was in the hospital. Emily came home. Jessica was still recovering. Just when Jessica was getting over her issues and she was getting back to where she could take care of the kids, COVID broke out. And everything got locked down.
So I will give you a little bit of information. I won't give you all too much information, but I will tell y'all that they were talking how many months in the hospital, James?
Yeah, I mean, they were talking. I mean, we were lucky she came home because right before everything broke out, because they were talking about her spending like 6 months in the hospital, which means she would still be just now getting out of the hospital.
They were really,
because that was in February.
The Lord. It was the Lord, I'm telling you.
She would have just, if they had gone the time frame the doctors were giving us, she would just now be getting out of the hospital. And of course, then she got sick, and we think it was COVID, even though we weren't 100% sure because they didn't have the test. We think she had it. She had every single symptom of it. But by the time she got the test and they got the results in, it was already over and it was already passed.
Oh yeah, and my symptoms were really light. My sister got COVID; that she had it really bad. But mine was really, really, really light case. I will tell you that it's not a joke. But for the people that are kind of asymptomatic, because I did get tested and I did test negative, but I had a very light case of it.
And what we found out is
the
majority. Here's the thing with this whole COVID thing: the majority of people that are getting it are getting very, very mild cases of it. The ones you're hearing about on the news are only the worst cases. They're not telling you this is showing you the average cases that they're seeing. They're just telling you the worst cases because that's what gives them headlines and that's what gets them money in their pocket.
And I'm a diabetic. I
mean, the news is all about making money.
Is I'm a diabetic. I'm a high risk for COVID-19, and I caught it. And luckily, the Lord didn't give me a bad case. I had just ended. I caught it from my son. My son went to my sister's. He had a mask on, fully masked, 6 feet away, and still caught COVID-19. So it is a serious thing. Unfortunately, he came back and he was kissing on me, and that's where I caught it.
And so they both had to isolate. So once again, I was taking care of the kids. They were isolated.
Well, Jesse already had it too. I think the youngest one had it.
But I still had the kids. And so, I mean, this was just this whole year. This was just how our whole year started. And then they got better. We had to give it time, make sure it was clear of our household. And that I could, because being a reseller, and I've seen other resellers that have been sick with COVID selling stuff online.
He shut down the whole household.
That's how they want to do their business, then that's fine. I shut down my eBay store. I shut down my Facebook marketplace. I shut down everything because I couldn't take the chance on shipping that virus to somebody. Because one of the things that we learned as we've been dealing with it, and as we were dealing with it ourselves, was about the people that are most susceptible to it, being people with very extreme lung issues and compromised immune systems, which Emily has a compromised immune system. So we were fighting tooth and nail to keep it away from her. But
I think the only thing that saved her was I
couldn't take the risk of sending it to somebody that could wind up in the hospital because they bought a package from me.
We were darn lucky our daughter didn't get it, because I think what saved us was I was having James take her in the morning and I wouldn't touch her. And I used 2 separate blankets, and I wasn't coughing like a lot. I think I coughed once, and then I was like, that was a dry cough. And then I thought I was going to cough again, but it didn't cough.
Yeah, Marie, I've heard about pinching pesos. I actually never heard of her. Pesos? I don't know who she is. Didn't know who she was until all this broke out, and I heard about her case. And I've seen some of the videos about what's going on with her lately. And Pinching Pesos is another reseller. She's in Texas. I think she's over on the West Texas side, over near.
So Music 55, is your husband out of the hospital now?
She said he was in there for 3 months. So
that's how I feel too, Talbert's mom.
And that was why I shut down my business. And I shut
Mhm.
down, of course, my YouTube channel is all about my business. The whole reason I started YouTube was to showcase the stuff I find for my business so I could drive people into my eBay store. That's the whole reason I do the YouTube videos. Is because I want to, kind of showcase what I'm finding and showcase, what we're listing on eBay so that I can get sales. And I've made sales. I've gotten several sales from people that have messaged me on eBay that said, hey, I found you through your YouTube channel, or I saw this on this video. Is it still available? And so that's one of the things that we do. That's why I do YouTube. And I don't get a whole lot of that, but I'm not a very big channel yet. I know I'm still growing. But since that's the reason for my YouTube channel, since I wasn't running my business, there was really no reason for me to be putting out a lot of content on YouTube. I could have that, and I was busy taking care of the kids for a lot of that time, and there was just a lot of other stuff going on.
And Music 55, a shout out to you. You're going to be on our prayers because we know how hard it is with just one of us going down and taking care of our daughter and a little one. So you being able to take care of your husband by yourself, we kind of understand that.
Yeah, that's rough.
So sorry that he has cancer. I just lost a friend to cancer. So
yeah, that's the other thing.
Pretty hard.
And
I lost a really good friend.
In the last month and a half, we've lost like 3-4 people that we knew
to cancer, not COVID.
Just to cancer.
And I lost him.
One of them was one of our good friends from high school. He's our age. We went to school with him, and he passed away from cancer just a couple of weeks ago.
Who was that?
Michael.
No, I've known him since junior high.
Junior high, high school. Back when we were still kids. Anyway,
I know my husband.
Yeah, because I wasn't there in high school. I moved away at our freshman year. So
yeah, I've known him since about as long as I've known my husband. So he just passed away.
I'm so sorry to hear that. He has stage 4 colon cancer.
We're so sorry. You will definitely be put in our prayers. If you need anybody to talk to, you can always give us a shout out.
That putting that into perspective, some of the things you said during the auction over the weekend, that kind of makes sense. So you just toss him around. And then also one of our nurses, because Emily has full-time nursing, one of our nurses that comes and takes care of our daughter has cancer. Yes. And she's dealing with cancer. So
and we lost a holoprosencephaly.
One of our our holoprosencephaly moms, one of the moms that helped us when we started this journey with Emily.
She was a real godsend.
She was a godsend. She was one of the ones that opened her arms and helped us to learn how to cope with things, and helped us to learn and helped us to know what kind of questions to ask the doctors and what kind of things that we needed to be doing,
and taught us that we were having what is that
her
called?
Daughter and our heart still goes out to her husband. Because she passed away just a few weeks ago from cancer, and her daughter is extremely high care needs, worse than Emily is, and now her husband, who worked full time, she took care of the kids while he worked full time, and now he's trying to juggle trying to work and earn a living for the family and trying to take care of the kids full time.
I got really emotional because the daughter, her and her daughter were really close, and she's not going to understand that her mom's not going to be there anymore, and that's what gets me even with Emily too, is that she's not going to understand when I pass away that, I'm not going to be there anymore. In fact, though, she did good while I was in the hospital. She was really good, wasn't she, James? And then I got back. She took one look at me and bursted into tears for a good, how long was it? I'd never seen her burst into tears. I had a hard time getting her to calm down. I think she was just letting me know that she missed me.
Mm-hmm.
But James said she was fine the whole time until I walked in the house.
And there's just been a lot of craziness all year long. This whole year has just been crazy. I think we just need to unplug, reboot, and reset the whole year. Start over.
So should we count this as January? Since it was after the Christmas in July, we should just count this as January now, right?
Yeah, we
what do y'all think?
We just had Christmas, so we just need to make this January and start the whole year.
Start a whole new year and say Happy New Year, right?
So, but it's not over yet either. So
I'm
what's
so
next?
sorry about that,
we're
Talbert's
gonna
mom.
have an alien invasion by the end of the year. I think that's the way things are going. That's
you
the only
believe
thing we
in
haven't
aliens?
had yet.
Ooh, do you believe in aliens? I believe that we're not alone. I will say that.
I believe it is only through arrogance that men believe that they are the ultimate species in creation, and I believe that we are not the only planet in this huge vast universe that has intelligent life, and I don't necessarily believe that we're the most intelligent life out there.
Well,
do I
we'll skip your
believe that
taxes.
everything that's been said about aliens is true? No, I think that a lot of it's just hocus pocus, a lot of it's conspiracy theories, but I do believe that if you believe in an intelligent universe, you cannot believe that we were the purpose of creation and we're the only reason that creation
they
is
said
here.
God made the universe.
That's an
we
ego
could not
thing.
have been the only ones that he made in this universe.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and that's what I'm
we
saying.
have to have somebody out here. So yes, Talbert's mom, I'm so sorry to hear about your son. I know that it must be very hard to grasp. My sister lost her son a while back. He would have been 13. He would have been 13. And there's not a day that goes by, even as an aunt, that I don't think about him. So I'm just an aunt. So I can just imagine how horrible the pain is.
Good night, Susan.
Good night,
I didn't
Susan.
know you were leaving us.
Please don't leave us.
We'll shed a tear.
He'll shed more of a tear because some of these people I have to keep on asking them who they are. But I have seen Talbert's mom and Marie.
I know. I know what time it is. She's not going to bed. She's going to the street corner.
Huh? That didn't sound right.
It's Susan.
Huh? Y'all, I don't know what my husband's talking about, but
anybody that's been to Donna's channel does.
Still, I can't believe you sometimes. Some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, I tell you. Okay, now where were we? We got sidetracked again. You were saying something. You're telling Emily, and it's her birthday tomorrow.
But anyway, the whole reason we were doing the live tonight and doing the video and the live back to back is because tomorrow is her birthday. I will probably not be on YouTube very much tomorrow. I might check on a few channels, but most of the day is pretty much going to be Emily Day. So, we're going to spend some time with her, and we got a little. We're not really doing a big party. This will be the first year we haven't thrown her a birthday party because of, everything going on. We can't get everybody together. But we are doing some cake and punch, and she got a big old bouquet of balloons from my parents that they sent. And we went and picked them up today. And so
salt levels, that would be sodium levels, right? For DI.
Yep.
Wait, sodium
high scores galore.
What do they call it?
I'm not sure. I know you.
When they have the high salt levels, what do they call it in HB?
Wow.
I don't know. I don't remember Emily's went up for when she got sick. Scores galores.
Oh, where was it?
Wow, your mom broke her ankle.
Does not work the straight corner. Okay.
What'd she say?
I'm just teasing. I love Susan. She's one of my favorite people to tease. Oh man. Yeah, sodium levels is tough.
A lot of the people with
a lot of the
HP
kids that have holoprosencephaly have trouble with keeping stable sodium levels. A lot of them are on pumps and stuff, and
we've lucked out.
We've been lucky. She's only had her sodium levels have been
when she was really
out
sick,
when she was really, really sick, and they had to watch that. She was in the hospital already. They've had to put her on. See, and this is the thing is they've had to put her in the hospital all but like 2 years since she was been born. She's wound up at least at one point or another in the hospital for dehydration because she gets a common cold, she gets a flu, she gets sick, and she can't tolerate feeds. And since her feeds go in through a G tube and it's all liquid, she gets dehydrated very, very quickly if she can't tolerate her feeds. So she goes in the hospital and they have to put her on IV fluids. And that's one of our big battles right now is
They
we
changed
have
their
to
feed again.
we
in the
they
middle of
just
summer.
they just changed their feed in the middle of summer with everything going on crazy right now, and we're trying to get her to tolerate these new feeds without throwing up. And
Do they take potassium chloride with low sodium? I don't know buying space because we don't have that problem with Emily.
Yeah, Emily doesn't have that problem.
I
It's
can't
just something
remember.
we have to constantly monitor to make sure she doesn't develop. And that's like one of her issues. Kids with her particular brain malformation, they have a tendency for seizures and things like that as well. Epilepsy is very huge. Luckily, she's never had seizures, but we still have to constantly monitor her for seizures. And we have to monitor her sodium to make sure that she's not losing or spiking, because they go either way. Either they drop sodium or they go start spiking their sodium. It's what they call diabetes insipidus.
Yeah, diabetes insipidus. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's diabetes insipidus, which is instead of having higher low blood sugar, they have higher low sodium.
And so we have to watch out for that. But she's been doing good.
But so far she's good with it. So, but we do have to keep an eye on it and make sure she stays good.
Well, see, scores galore. We should just say that this is January starting today and just move it on to a new year. Then we don't have to worry. We'll just say that when they backed into your car Sunday, that now it's a new year. We'll just go on from here on forward. I think that's what we should do. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something. You were talking about not being on here next week. And
well, not next week, tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. And that you were going to do 2 lives. Y'all might see
what
me,
I'm saying is,
depending on when he decides to go live.
What I'm trying to do, and it just depends on scheduling. I'm trying to figure out. I've been monitoring all the other channels. And I've got 300 channels, guys, in my follow list, in my subscribe list. I've got 300 YouTube channels, and about half of them are reselling channels. There's pretty much not a day of the week that there's not somebody else live. So, but I'm trying to figure out, these are the ones that are the most important to me and what times they go live that I don't want to conflict with. Like, I try not to conflict with T and Donna's auctions, mainly because I want to be at T and Donna's auctions, and I can't do that if I'm on my live.
And I can't get anything if he's on his live. Yeah, you should have seen him earlier. What was it that you asked me if I wanted? He had something. Someone was selling.
Oh,
something.
It was her buy it now yarn lot that what's her name, Raina, won.
Yeah, but I told him no.
But I was about 3/4 of the way through the video, and I happened to hit refresh on the comments, and Raina had already typed in the sold. And it's like, oh darn, we missed it.
And it was okay.
Probably saved me some money. So
yeah, it's okay. I didn't need to spend any more. We spent more than I needed.
We still haven't got all of our shipments in. We got 3 lots from flipping flamingos. Luckily, that one person sold us everything, and then we got one from Lori's. Creative Lori.
Yes.
One of her jewelry lots.
Yeah, we've already got Christmas covered now.
Yeah, and that was most of it. Most of the stuff we bought was Christmas presents.
I think we only left the guys, right?
Yeah, we've got a few Christmas presents for the guys. Some of the plush is going to be part of Emily's birthday present. Jesse's going to get some of the plush. Emily's going to get some of the plush. And then we're going to make some money back on some of the plush.
So y'all should know, Jesse loves Mickey Mouse. But he does not know him as Mickey Mouse.
The reason and I'm glad Joy backed out on that one, because I was like,
thank you. Thank you.
I don't think Joy's here. Hi, Boatman. Thank you for joining us.
So Joy, if you see this, thank you. Thank
you for joining us, Boatman.
Hi, Boatman. Yeah, Jesse loves Mickey Mouse, and he does not know the Mickey Mouse show or the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He knows it as what?
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
He'll grab the remote and he'll start saying hot dog, hot dog.
And then he has this way.
Because they have this song that's hot diggity dog. And he loves that song, and he dances when they sing that song.
Yeah, he kind of goes like this.
Every time. He can be running around. He can be in another room in the house. That song comes on, and he comes running in, and he'll sit there and dance and watch that song.
Yeah, he loves it.
He loves that song, and he loves his Mickey Mouse.
So when I saw the plushes, I was like,
so when the Flamingos pulled out that Disney plush lot, he was watching, and he saw it, and he started pointing at the TV and going, "Hot dog, hot dog."
And he plopped himself right down in front of the TV.
And he watched that whole lot. It wasn't even the show. It was a plush lot at the auction. And he sat there and watched the whole thing. We had to buy that lot.
Yes. In fact, we showed him. What else did we show him recently that was Mickey Mouse? Oh, when he got his cup.
He got a Mickey Mouse cup.
And he just went ballistic. And
he goes crazy. He doesn't even have to have anything in it. He will hug that cup and carry it around.
Yep. So
it doesn't even have to be full.
I think he's gonna have a really good Christmas this year. Yeah, so that was worth it.
He loves the Mickey Mouse, and Emily likes Mickey Mouse. So
she loves Minnie. Mm-hmm.
She loves the Minnie Mouse and the Mickey Mouse stuff. So we will take care of them with that.
Yep.
Now I'm not sure about the big Minnie. I don't know that we're going to keep that one because that one's like 5 times Emily's size. And she can't pick it up or anything.
So this is another thing. Emily is so tiny. Y'all, if y'all have seen her, y'all know how tiny she is. So there are dolls out there that are bigger than she is. Like, seriously.
She's only, 24, 25 pounds? She's 7 years old. She only weighs 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Jesse actually outweighs her.
Yes. And she's
only
so tiny
and
petite. It's just it's interesting because I just freak out every single time I see a doll.
And she's all skin and bones. She's getting longer, but she's very thin.
Yes, and they like puppy pals. How did you know that?
Puppy pals.
Both of them like puppy pals. Yeah, but she doesn't like Doc McStuffins, and she doesn't like what's that other one? PJ Matt or the PJs superheroes. They don't really like those 2 shows too much.
Yep.
But they do like Emily likes Miraculous.
Yeah, Miraculous, which is like a French show that they translated into English.
Mm-hmm.
And
she likes Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Yeah, Emily likes watching.
And Elmo and George.
She loves and Vampirina.
Oh, Vampirina, yes.
Go crazy over Vampirina.
Yes, PJ Maxx. They don't like it. See,
Bubble Guppies. No, we don't watch Bubble Guppies. I don't think we've ever.
I don't know. I don't think I know which one you're talking about. The Cajun Reseller. I think I've seen that one. I don't know. They might. I know she doesn't like that PBS one. That's all fish. What is that PBS show that's all fish? There's Daniel Tiger. She does like. They both like Daniel Tiger.
Yeah, they like Daniel Tiger.
Flash and Bubbles. It's Flash
and Bubbles.
They don't like Flash and Bubbles. I thought it was kind of boring too, but some kids like that.
Oh, and Moana. She loves Moana.
Yeah.
Emily loves Moana. Jesse he'll watch it for a few minutes and he'll go off, and he'll come back and watch it for a few minutes and he'll go off.
Okay. So I love the everything that we got. We're gonna use them as Christmas presents.
But yeah, we got.
Hey, when are they supposed to come in? Have you seen?
I thought they were coming today.
Yeah,
my packages. Information.
My packages came in before his. And
yeah, she ordered her packages after I got those, and she's already got her stuff.
I tricked him. He had no idea that I had packages coming in, and he thought they were the packages from the Christmas lot this past weekend. He was like, "Oh, look, we got Christmas." I was like, "I don't think so."
No, that's going to be a big box. Just the Mickey alone, that Minnie alone is going to take a huge box. Even if he sipped everything else in small boxes, that Minnie alone is going to take a huge box.
Huge, yeah.
I mean, that Minnie was almost as big as I am.
3 foot. Hey, it is as big as I am because I'm like 5'4". I'm a short. No, buying space. We're not going there. Oh, so James didn't know what Teletubbies was. When at first I said, "Oh my God, you will not like Teletubbies," and he was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Here, let me show you." So I put on YouTube, punched in Teletubbies, and he said, "I think I'd rather watch Barney." And I said, "Yeah," because he was making fun of Barney. I said, "Oh no, Barney's good compared to Teletubbies." All day they go, "La la po." Lala?
But see, the thing with the Teletubbies, okay, a lot of things. Here's the thing with all those old shows.
And then that
You
baby.
don't have to be on TV anymore because with all these streaming services, we have a Roku. We don't even have cable. With all these streaming services, you can find just about any show you want to on one of those services. We have Hulu, we have Netflix, we have Disney Plus, and then we got all these free channels that come on our Roku.
Oh, Roku.
And
I love our
between
Roku.
those, we can find just about any channel we want.
Yeah, I love the Roku because we get a lot of free channels on the Roku. I think we should have had a Roku before we had the Amazon Fire Stick. Guys, if y'all have Amazon Fire Stick, I've had both of them, and I will tell you, I like the Roku a lot better than I like Amazon Fire Stick.
And you can still watch if you have Amazon Prime, you can still get the Amazon Prime app on the Roku.
But we don't need it, so we're good. I'm good. Oh, yeah, we tried VeggieTales too. I don't think they took to VeggieTales. I think that they did take to the Wiggles a little bit, though.
I don't know. I haven't ever seen them with the Wiggles and the VeggieTales.
I have the other day. They both stopped, but I don't know for how long. I didn't do like a whole set of them.
Cable is a dying entity right now. I think everybody should
stream.
And streaming is the way everything is going right now, and cable companies are realizing that. I mean, even with having 3 services, it's still cheaper than paying for cable.
Heck, even paying for your cell phone.
And we have rabbit ears to catch the local news on the rare occasion I watch it, which is never. I haven't watched the news in like 30 years.
But you know what the rabbit ears are good for? I'm going to tell you a true story. Before we moved into this house, we had rabbit ears. And we got the rabbit ears and we put them on the thing. And what hurricane was that? Was it Harvey? No, the one before Harvey. There was a hurricane that hit San Marcos. We were living in San Marcos, Texas at the time. And what? Yeah. Well, I'm going to be shorter soon, Marie. Well, anyway.
Well, hello, Lisa. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well.
So anyways, we were in San Marcos and the hurricane hit and everybody's internet went out. Every last single person's internet went out. TV went out, everything. Well, guess whose TV was still working? Mine. So they were coming down from upstairs down to my thing. They were saying, how are you getting TV? And I said, well, I have little bunny ears. And they were like, well, the internet just went out. And let me tell you, they were coming down for news on what was going down over at my house because I had those rabbit ears up. So when your internet goes down and they have no internet, those rabbit ears are worth it because that's how I kept contact and found out that there was a tornado just like right as soon as they announced tornado on my TV, the sirens started going out. And I knew that the sirens were over near where we were at because we just got announced for a tornado siren. I think that was the same day we woke up to helicopters. Wasn't that the same one where we woke up to the helicopters picking the airlifting people, I think, out of our second window balcony just a few feet away from us? Right. It was swamped. And then our son got trapped over in an elementary school.
Yeah, that was fun.
And he tells me it looks like a river. I was like, it's never looked like a river. Jessica, it looks like a river.
I mean, literally, there were cops standing there turning parents because parents were trying to cross this river that was.
I thought he was joking. I've lived here more than 10 years. I've never seen it.
She wanted me to go down to the school and pick him up. I was like, I can't. I mean, I went to this. I could get part way down there and I couldn't even get all the way to where the water was because there was so much traffic.
And he was texting me, Mom, come and get me. He's in high school.
There were cops standing there actually giving parents tickets for child endangerment for trying to cross the water and bring their kids across.
But he actually made it on the news because he was one of those kids that they had to go in with the military vehicles.
And this happened. You got to realize this happened at 7:00 in the morning. We didn't get him back till like 6:30 that night.
Yeah, 6:30 that night. It was a long
because they evacuated the kids by grade, and since he was one of the high school kids, he was one of the last ones evacuated.
But he would have never had that problem had he listened to me. And I said,
yeah, she had told him not to go to school.
Don't go to school. I'll take you, or we'll take you.
And then it hit right after his bus left. What happened was because
his bus didn't even make it past us.
I mean, this school was less than a mile from our apartment. Okay, it
was like,
and he got on the bus,
like 5 blocks,
and it stopped at the next stop was at the school. And then while they were at the school, this huge storm hit
and flash
and
flooded.
flash flooded everything, and that the bus couldn't even get out of the school.
They had to reroute them because that's where their school, near their school, was where a tornado went down. So they were telling everybody to put wherever they were to put them, and that school was one of those shelters for them to take cover. So his high school was getting hit with a tornado while they had to be routed. It was a big thing.
It was a mess.
Yeah,
that was a huge storm that washed out a lot of our roads. In fact, some of the roads that got washed out in that big storm are just now getting rebuilt. I mean, it was a massive, massive disaster area around here.
Yeah, luckily we were fine. We were up on a hill and we didn't have to worry about our cars getting flooded or anything. So we did luck out there.
Yeah, we lucked out, and then unfortunately, it did kind of go away before I had to go to work.
I know. Golly.
So I didn't lose any work on it.
I would have loved
that was when I was working at the prison too. So,
where he lost his handsome face. Look at that. He's still handsome, but he's aging. Beautiful. He's showing his. Well, you're lucky. I agree with you. So.
But see, now I can be scruffy looking. When I worked at the prison, I had to be clean shaven all the time, especially when I was a lieutenant. I had to keep my hair short, and you're gonna realize, like 10 years ago, my hair was down to here.
He looked like a hippie.
I was a hippie, but then I cut it off, and I started shaving my hair
back. And I said, "No, don't regrow it back.
I kind of regrew it a little bit a few months ago, and it looked terrible because it was just." It got used to being this short, and it started getting long, and it just stuck out all over the place, and it looked. Ooh. I would have to wear a hat all the time if I tried to grow it back out, just because it looks awful for like months and months and months until it gets long enough to actually do something with it.
So what are we going to do now that you've started back up? What are your plans for your self-storage scavenger?
Well, I mean, I'm going to just keep working on my storage. I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 videos a week. And I'm going to try to do at least 2 lives a week. One of those lives is going to be just like this. It's just going to be a hangout, chat, chill, talk about the business, talk about the family, talk about, whatever's going on. Chat with our subscribers and see what everybody else is up to. The other one is going to start being kind of a chat and then also a auction. And we're going to be doing some live auctions. Most of our auctions, we're going to be doing one-off items. We're not going to be doing huge reseller lots. But we will be doing some maybe. It just depends on what people want to see. But we're going to be doing some auctions as well as some live chats twice a week and doing in our live chats also. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube and trying to figure out the algorithm because it confuses YouTube's algorithm when you do recorded videos and you do live streams. That's why so many channels do either or. They either do live streams or they do recorded videos. And sometimes if they do both, they do 2 channels, which is why we were working on the other channel. We're doing that for a while. But it's so hard to build up 2 channels at the same time. And I'm trying to figure out how to do both without having to go through the hassle of building and branding 2 separate channels at the same time. So, but one of the suggestions that some of the other people that teach how to do YouTube, because there's channels, just like we have reselling channels that teach how to do reselling, there's YouTube channels that teach how to do YouTube, and I follow a bunch of those channels. So one of the things I've learned through some of those is one of the things that I'm going to try and see how it works is I will have my live streams available, but what's going to happen is after the live stream, my live streams are going to be unlisted, so they won't show up in my recent videos list, but they're going to be in my live streams playlists. And then I have 2 separate ones. I have a playlist set up for my lives where we're just chatting and question and answers. And then I have a separate playlist for my live auctions. So if you want to go back and see those lives, that's where they're going to be, is in my playlist. So it'll be other live streams like this one. After this live stream's over, I'm going to unlist the live stream. And so it'll be an unlisted video. It won't show up on my homepage, but it will show up in my playlist for my auctions and for my live streams. And that's kind of the workaround that some of the YouTubers at least are saying is kind of working to help from confusing the algorithm too much if you do both types of content. I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm going to test it and see how well it works.
Right.
But I am trying to grow my channel. I'm getting close to that point of hoping to get monetized, which at this point, it's really not about the money because let's face it, small YouTubers that are just at monetization don't make that much. But there's a lot of doors inside YouTube and a lot of features inside of a YouTube that get open when you get monetized. And that's why there's such a push for channels to get monetized. It's not because of the money, it's because of those other features that get unlocked. Like I can have a community tab where I can start posting little messages instead of having to post a 30-second video to make an announcement to my community, which is what I have to do now. When I have that community tab, I can just go in there and make a post in my community tab so that the people that follow my channel can get an update of what's going on.
Okay, I got to interrupt you for a second. Marie, I got my hair done. I guess last month. It was last month. I will tell you that I felt very safe. They did it by appointment only. So you had to make an appointment and it was just me and my hairdresser and that was it. There was nobody else in there and except for my son, but I mean, there was nobody in there. So she did my hair, cut my hair, everything. I felt very, very safe. I will tell you that. And Boatman, this is my husband's COVID-19 look over here, but I don't have to worry about getting his hair done because he does it. And Marie, my son, when his hair gets long, he can't stand it. He was waiting for the hairdressers to open up. He was one of the first ones there. It was funny. He came back like an hour, almost 2 hours later, and he was one of the first people there when the haircut place came in. So, okay, now I've addressed it with all the conversation and caught up, so we're good. Sorry about that, James.
That's okay. So.
Oh, that rhymes. Mary Brown in town.
Woo.
So you were talking monetization.
So the reason people are in a rush to get monetized, the reason we're trying to get monetized,
guys, I'll be right back.
Is not just the money and the revenue we can earn from YouTube, although that would be beneficial. And there's things that I would do to help grow our channel even further if I had that. But it's, the ability to do the community tabs. You get behind the scenes, you get a lot more analytics and a lot more features available as far as seeing how other videos are performing and seeing how my videos are performing. So there's a lot of stuff that gets unlocked within YouTube for the YouTuber when they get monetized. It's not just about, earning ad revenue. And honestly, most of the channels I know that earn, because I know a lot of channels that don't even have other income sources. Like for me, I have the reselling, and between my reselling and, hopefully building up YouTube, I mean, I know some people that make thousands of dollars a day or even a week, from YouTube alone. And that's great if we get there eventually. But I'm not in it to get rich anyway. Money's never really been the motivator for me.
He actually really likes doing the storage rooms.
I enjoy doing the storage rooms, and I enjoy doing the YouTube videos.
It's funny because his whole face lights up like a Christmas tree every time. Oh, what do we have in here?
I don't like.
I wish you could see it.
I don't. You know what? And this is what gets me in trouble. The part I don't like is listing stuff on eBay.
And going in there in hot weather and having to go look for stuff. He got mad at me the other day.
I don't mind going out there and having to look. I don't like being forced to have to dig something. When I've been telling you for months that something is in the center of the unit and you decide to sell it and I have to go out there right then and there and dig it out.
Hey, I gave you a week.
And it was 100 it was 110 degrees every day that week.
Well, it was, but I figured you could just a couple of hours a day. But hi, Lori.
No, because once it's out, it's out. Hi, Lori.
But he did really good. He did it just for me. So and
thank you for joining us.
We made some space in your storage room, so there was a little.
Did y'all enjoy your drive today, Lori? I enjoyed y'all's
Oh,
drive
are they
today.
the one from the thrift store? That they were going from thrift store to thrift store and couldn't
Well,
find one? Did you finally find one? Did y'all
They
finally
were
find
driving
one?
around and driving past
Her and
thrift
Robin?
stores. Yeah, is Robin still there? Did she finally leave? Did you kick her out?
I like
Say,
Robin. She's a
Rob,
trip.
yeah,
I barely got to see her
Yeah.
her animals during the. I've been so busy, I haven't really kept up with everybody, but I got to see her animals, her turtle and her banana. It was fun, huh?
Yep.
Well, I'm glad. I'm hopefully.
Jerry.
Oh, she's staying until Saturday.
Oh, really? So earlier in the week, you see, this is how much people's plans change. Because when she left Donna, she was like, "Yeah, I'm making a couple of stops, but I'll be home by Friday." And now she's not even leaving there till Saturday. So
she should just move over there.
Well, she's already talking about it.
Oh, she is.
But she has a lease.
She seems like she's.
But she has a lease until December, is what she was saying earlier.
Oh, okay. See, I'm already on the without even knowing the whole story. I already know the whole story already.
I mean, she already said that. So
hey, I didn't hear it, so I think I'm doing pretty good since I didn't hear that.
But yeah, Lori's over there too. She's one of the insomniacs. They're the ones that come on at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm joining you there, Lori, because my husband's going to bed before I have been lately. But part of that's me, and then part of it is not me. Part of it's our kids start waking up about that time, and then
the kids keep waking up in the middle of the night. And see, here's the funny thing. See, okay, we talked earlier about Emily. Emily went in the hospital. Well, when Emily was in the hospital back in February, Jesse went to stay with my parents in San Antonio because he didn't need to be staying at the hospital with us.
Yeah, they untrained him.
Before he went to stay with my parents, he would sleep by himself. He would sleep through the night. He was such a wonderful baby at nighttime. He came back from my parents and he has not slept through the night a single night since February. He has not slept by himself since February.
I think there was
maybe 1 or 2 nights.
We got him a bed, and he did go to sleep in the bed, but he woke up. I had to bring him back with me, and then I would have to sneak him back inside his bed, and then he'd stay in there for the remainder of the night. But there have been 1 or 2 nights that he's literally had to sleep with me again.
So,
and then when James got sick,
but it was crazy because usually you would think he should be getting over sleeping by himself or start sleeping by himself. That's when he stopped sleeping by himself. So, but you know, now we have toddlers, so life is crazy. I'm not on drugs. I have a toddler.
No, you have coffee.
I have coffee too. Actually, I don't.
Oh, he doesn't have coffee. Wow, that's unusual.
Usually, it was full when I was
a big old.
Well, we've been on for an hour.
Usually, he has like a big old.
The Thunder mug's in there.
Is that the Yeti?
No, it's called a Thunder mug. That big, huge.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say he has a big one that he drinks out of. And
it's in there. It's in the other room. It's over there by the coffee pot. I just didn't use it.
Now I don't drink coffee. He hates me.
I live on coffee.
He lives on coffee. This is so hilarious. So he is not a morning person. Not in the least is he a morning person. I am like totally opposite. I get up, I can go on 2 hours of sleep, be up, and I'm okay. And all without coffee, guys.
Everybody at the prison used to make fun of me because you would never see me without a cup of coffee in my hand. But when they saw me without a cup of coffee in my hand, they would grab their ass because they knew shit was going down. Because they knew if I had dropped my coffee because of whatever was going down, it was serious.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And we're
because
like
I always... I mean, there's a fire drill going on, and I'm strolling down the hallway with a cup of coffee in my hand, drinking a coffee.
Yeah, he loves his coffee.
But see, I'll be drinking coffee, Marie. I'll drink coffee right up until I lay down and go to bed, and then I'll go lay down and go to sleep. But then I have to have my coffee to wake up.
I don't.
I don't have blood. I have a coffee running through my veins. I just hook up an IV of coffee.
I guess I'm a natural coffee person. I don't need coffee.
I'm a grouch.
He is a grouch. He's horrible in the morning.
Especially when I haven't had coffee and I haven't had
And then
sleep.
he has a wife who goes like this. hey, good morning. How's it going? You know,
Oh, she wants
I'm
to
like,
start giving out orders, and she wants to control my whole day before I even get out of
no, I'm
bed.
just asking what your plans are for the day. I'm not trying to control your day so I don't mess with your day, but then I still end up messing with his day. So go figure.
Yeah, where are you going? I'm going to my storage 4 hours later. I thought you were going to storage. Well, I've been doing all this stuff you landed on me to do since I got up. What do you want me to do? When am I supposed to go?
He's been good. He's been good. But I do know that, you know, I found out the people that like to drink the coffee and drink it slowly, and he also smokes. Horrible habit.
Yes, I need to quit.
It takes him about an hour to an hour and a half for him to fully wake up.
And that's if I had good sleep. If I didn't have good sleep, I'll spend half the day still in a zombie mode.
Yeah.
And I'll still be drinking coffee, I've had days that I feel like I'm still a zombie at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I haven't even woke up yet.
And I've been going and going and going since that time. Sometimes, just
it's funny because when I was young back in the day,
okay,
I used to walk up here both ways to
Grandpa.
school. Well, I'm old enough to be because I got friends. This is the thing is, yeah, we're parents with young kids. But we got friends that are grandparents. Her sister, who is younger than us, is a grandma.
They all think she's
3
older
times
than me,
over.
too. They all think she's older than me. No, just 1 time over, not 3 times over.
Yes, Marie, I agree. Unfortunately, that never happens because I have to make the coffee. So nobody's gonna hand me a coffee.
Hey, I've offered before, and you always tell me no.
She made me coffee 1 time. Never again.
You're the only one that's complained about my coffee. My dad likes my coffee, so does other people. So they like their strong.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
How are you and Jose doing? So I see Lori came, but she didn't bring Robin.
Yeah,
I'm not good enough for them big channels.
Why aren't you coming over? I miss you.
I'm just not good enough. She's too big for me now.
No, she's not. She's just busy. Well, Robin, this is a shout out to you. If you see me next time, maybe you'll catch one of our lives.
I tried stopping smoking by vaping.
Oh no, it was horrible.
My body did not react well to it, and that's all I'm gonna say. But something in my body did not react well to it, and I had to go back to smoking to get my body running again.
Yeah, and he didn't even know. I'm the one that figured it out. I was like, hey, didn't this happen the last time? And he was like, yep. So he cannot vape. And he can't do that. What was it that they gave you? That it's not Nicorette, but that pill.
Oh, they put me on Chantix.
Oh, yeah, Chantix.
That made me violently sick. Every time I took it, I was violently ill. Good night,
Bye,
Lori. It's way too early for an insomniac to be going to bed, but I hope you sleep well.
She's got to catch up from the Christmas bazaar or Christmas in July.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, she wasn't there? Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. She might have been because I was asleep.
I was going to say, I had to catch up. I was up there watching it. You're really lucky I didn't spend any more money. That's all I'm going to say about that. I was being a good wife.
It's an antidepressant. What, Chantix is?
Yeah, I think I've heard something like that too.
I don't know.
That's why
but it made me violently sick. I was throwing up every time I took it.
It's supposed to make you want to commit suicide and stuff was what they said to watch out for.
There's a lot of side effects. And some of the side effects to it, then you also have still the side effects of quitting smoking and the withdrawal symptoms of quitting smoking. Chantix wasn't very good for me.
You know what?
But I do need to. I do need to quit, but I gotta.
I am proud of him a little bit.
I have backed off a lot.
He has backed off.
I used to smoke a pack and a half a day
when he
several years ago, but I've backed off a lot. Now I'm down to about half a pack a day.
Hey, that's doing good. So half a day, one.
Some days are worse than others still, but most days it's about half a pack.
Yep, she says it's an antidepressant.
Maybe I should take it.
No, thank you. You weren't very.
It's not an antipsychotic. It wouldn't help me much.
I don't know. I might just not wake up in my sleep one day because look, see, that'd scare me.
You want to see that every day?
If I turn up dead, he did it. This one did it. Y'all can put him in
I
jail.
would never do that.
What? There's the
Do
halo
you
right
see
there.
my halo hanging over my head everywhere I go?
Just a
I'm
little bit
a
more.
sweet little angel, even if there are two horns holding it up.
There's this horn right there. That's a picture. Hey, anybody take a snapshot of that? That would have been funny. Storage scavenger with picture. Oh, and then there was this lot that we
It
we
is
bid it
on
on.
video, so you can always
What was
take
it?
a frame out.
What was that lot that we bid it on? For the Christmas in July, the one that I said, oh, we're getting that one.
Oh, you're talking about the brooches?
Mm-hmm.
You know why we bought that brooch lot? Because one of the first pins he showed was the little raccoon, and if you look at my little icon on my YouTube channel, it's a little raccoon, which I actually kind of did that as a joke because I was taking a stab at George because of his whole raccoon issue. For those that were following him, I don't know what happened to him; he just disappeared. But George was doing videos, and he had this whole thing about attacking raccoons, and there was a whole thing with that.
And he was
and that was going on while I was making my logo, and I had already gone with the storage scavenger, so I was trying to think of a scavenger, and then they did this whole raccoon thing. And I was like,
so listen to what his first thought was. His first thought was to put a rat. Like, what the heck?
I was just trying to think. I was trying to brainstorm ideas. Okay, I was putting all kinds of. I even thought about putting a buzzard on there because buzzards are scavengers too.
I am so glad we went with that.
I came up with a lot of ideas that
was.
They didn't say they were good ideas. That's why it's brainstorming. You come up with lots of ideas, then you pick the best ones, and I did. And that's why I picked the little raccoon popping out of a box.
Because the rat was one of the worst ones I heard. Or a mouse, mouse, whatever.
So, and now I can't really change it because everybody knows my little raccoon with a popping out of a box.
Hey, well, he's cute. I like it. See, Lisa thinks it's funny too. I know, right?
Murray.
Ew. Yeah, I know. I made him change it. And then the tune that y'all hear coming in, I made him change that too. So the well-known tune that all of y'all listen to is my doing.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a chat. Where was I? I think it was in the Bad Boys of Reselling one night, and they were doing. It was when they did their viewer takeovers when I first met the Bad Boys of Reselling. And I was on the live, but I forgot my mic was on. I forgot to mute my mic. And while there was other people chatting and they were kind of dominating the chat. So I was on my phone editing a video for my channel while I was on the chat and letting other people talk. And I accidentally hit the thing and my background music for my exit came up that do, 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 do. And somebody's like, oh my God, it just got creepy in here.
Yeah, because I was listening to the first one and I was like, I don't like that. That's too boring. I told him. So he was going through the thing and I said, that one's the one we need to put on there. That's not as boring to catch my attention. That's what I told him. So that's how he.
But I spent hours. That music actually came from the YouTube free library that they give to producers that is copyright free music, which means we are allowed to use it in our videos. I spent hours listening to tracks, trying to find just the right music for my intro and my outro.
I like that one because all the other ones sounded so businessy. That one sounds a little more like catchy. I love your intro. But anyways, they're right. It does sound kind of ominous, like, ooh, what are we gonna find out around the corner or the next corner? That's
what it's supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to do. It's supposed to be kind of a dramatic effect to bring in to the channel. That was kind of what it was designed to do.
Well, I think it worked out fine for right now. But anyways,
so it's been an hour and 10 minutes, guys. I appreciate everybody showing up. We do have some other stuff we got to get done tonight. We appreciate everybody coming and listening to us rant and ramble for a couple of hours.
That's
my 16-year-old picked my music and my logo.
Hey, they know.
Hey, that works, Lisa.
They know, Lisa. That's for sure.
If you got other people outsourcing, That's called outsourcing. You get somebody else to do it for you.
I helped him with his.
Sometimes the outsourcing is free and sometimes it costs you money. But, if I was to get Robin to pick those out for me, for example, it would cost me money. So I'm going to do it myself.
But pick what out for you.
And it's not that I don't support Robin. It's just, you got to have money to spend it. And right now I don't have it in my budget to spend money on all that stuff yet. Till my YouTube channel is monetized, I really can't spend a whole lot of money on YouTube. Once my YouTube channel is monetized, whatever my YouTube channel makes is going back into YouTube. So it's going to help me upgrade equipment. It's going to help me get more professional videos and outros. Any money that I get through YouTube, once I get monetized, that's where it's going, is upgrading my equipment, upgrading my live streams, paying for live streaming services, whatever I need to improve my YouTube channel. That's where the YouTube revenue is going whenever it starts coming in. Whether it's $10 a month or $100 a month or $1,000 a month, it's going to go right back into my channel.
Yeah, I'm going to out you one more time. So this week he was making the video.
I'm coming out of the closet again. Oh,
no, I'm outing you.
You're not outing me that way. Okay.
Yeah. Which one do you think I'm going to out you?
I don't know.
What did you show me this afternoon that I might have outed you? You were showing me what when you were doing the video? Do you remember? You put your phone up to me. Maybe I'll make you out yourself. When you were editing the videos and you said, "Hey, I'm going to use this as my what?" Okay, I'll out you anyways. I was going to try to get him to out himself, but it's not going to happen.
I don't know what you're talking about. I showed you several things on my phone.
Okay, what was the first one? What was the first one you showed me?
I showed you a couple of my thumbnails.
That's it,
I showed you my videos. He hates my thumbnails.
I hate his thumbnails with the passion. I hate him, and I told him so. I told him he needed to up his game on his thumbnails. I told him they're boring and that he needs to
some of it too is I've got to get some better ideas for my thumbnails to work with.
Maybe I should be your thumbnail person. Just I need to go through whatever you have and pick out your thumbnails, because although this one you did better. This one was a better one. But so I outed him, guys. I was telling him the other day that his thumbnails look kind of boring.
I thought I looked cute in the Santa hat and the Mrs. Claus apron on.
That was the thumbnail, right? For this one?
That's the thumbnail for my live. The other thumbnail is the thumbnail for my premiere that I had right before the live.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yes, I showed it to you.
I know. I think those were a little bit better than the ones that I'd seen recently, though.
It's better than some of my old ones. I mean, I've
had
some good ones.
Very good ones came in. Yeah.
Well, some of it too is having some really good material to work with.
Well, that's where your imagination comes in. Didn't we get taught at an early age to use your imagination? Just imagine.
Sometimes there's also certain things with YouTube that they have to tie together. Like,
that's true.
There's a thing about YouTube that, those of you that do YouTube understand, or may understand if you study YouTube, is SEO, which is search engine optimization, which is how people find my videos, because my videos are not just for the people that subscribe to me. I'm trying to grow my channel. So I try to do videos and do things on my videos to help build my subscriber base. And that's where the thumbnails and the keywords that I use in my titles and my thumbnails and on my descriptions come from, because you have keywords that you're trying to target. And my video, my thumbnail, and my description of the video all have to match those keywords.
I think sometimes I'm his
and
worst
whenever
critic.
I have certain keywords that I'm trying to target, it's hard to figure out what thumbnail to put in there to fit those keywords. Now, some keywords are really easy to figure out, and some are not. And then there are some things that, again, some of the best thumbnails I see, they're using paid programs that help them do that. And again, that's the kind of stuff I'm going to be investing in whenever I get monetized, is those kind of programs.
Not necessarily, because I had my Hunter who took a picture. He thought about it. I don't know how long he thought about it, but he thought about it, and it was actually a pretty good thought. But I do agree with you. There are some, he's down some of the stuff he hasn't been able to get to, so it's harder to get some of those thumbnails. But I bet you we use our imagination, we might be able to come up with some better thumbnails somewhere along the line.
Well,
Hopefully.
I am trying to work on picking up, but most of the thumbnails have honestly been picking out of my frames from the video itself.
Right. But
Now, I actually had a few shots that I thought would have made some cool thumbnail shots. One was me with my mask on, but they didn't make the
everybody's doing
video.
that.
They didn't make the cut. But I took I thought some pretty decent pictures that I took, but they didn't fit with what I was doing.
I don't know. Marie asked if you used gloves earlier, and it would have fit in this one perfect. Been with the burglar hands. You know, with the white gloves, with the bird. Never mind. That would have been a good one.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to call it a night. We will be back again next week. Love you guys. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us and letting us rant and ramble for a while. Appreciate those of you that hung in all this time. And for those of you that came in late, you can always watch the replay. It'll be available. For those of you that missed my spiel on it earlier, I will be taking the videos and unlisting them, but they will be available in my playlist. So make sure you check out my playlist section for live streams, and you will find all of my live streams in those. So otherwise, we will be back Monday with another video. For those of you that came in late, we did a video. We also did our premiere. Instead of doing it tomorrow, we did it today because tomorrow is our daughter's birthday, and we're going to be spending the day with her. So I'm not going to be doing YouTube.
So what days are we doing them?
So I'm going to be my plan. Every time I make a plan, it gets thrown out the window because people change my life. But my plan is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays dropping a video. Tuesdays, and Thursdays doing live. Then I've got the weekend, and then I've got those days in between on my lives to help with recording and editing and other stuff. So I have a little bit more time in between each video, but I'm still doing a video 5 days a week.
Yeah, so that I got you.
And then I'll probably pop in every once in a while on Saturdays and do a pop-up auction or a pop-up live or, whatever. And then Sundays I can, do whatever.
Sounds good.
Because, but also the times for those lives, I'm playing with the times. I'm trying to find a good time schedule. And part of the reason, like when we started doing our Monday night lives, our original live stream was on Monday nights. Oh. And we were the only ones on Monday nights at that time. And that's why I did it. Then Locker Nuts started doing lives. They started going at the same time we were. And now everybody's going live every night. So it's hard to find a good time to go live where I'm not competing with the big channels that are, have all the subscribers. Because, I need some of those people not on their lives so that they can come to my lives.
Oh,
because whenever I go live at the same time they do, I get like 5 people come.
Well, sometimes they go back and forth though. They'll go.
Some people do, but we're down to 5 now. Part of it's because
that's because you said we were going to go home.
I know.
We're going to leave.
But my point is, I'm working on trying to figure out what time my live streams are going to be.
Should it be about 1 o'clock in the morning, guys?
No.
No?
Because that's sleep time for normal people. And then I would be competing with Robin, who is another bigger channel than me. I'm not going to compete with Robin. If I'm going live at 1 o'clock in the morning, I might as well just be on with Robin.
Did you do it every night? About 1 o'clock in the morning?
Sometimes. She's random. She doesn't have a schedule.
We'll see.
She goes. She might go for 3 weeks and go live every day, and then she might go for 3 weeks and not go live at all.
Well, I'm just saying. Right, Marie? Life does happen. I agree. Life happens.
So anyway, we love you guys.
Happy New Year.
Thank y'all for coming. We will be, as I work out the schedule, I figure out the schedule, I will be posting more about it. Thank y'all for coming and checking us out. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next time. This is us out from the Storage Scavenger. Have a great day.
Come back. Bye, guys. Take care.